Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. First off, a couple quick clarifications. Number one, I am trading futures. If you don't know what futures are, I'll put a free link down below to a totally free 4-part series that I put together walking you through the futures market and how it all works. And one little thing that is great about futures, well, a couple things. First, zero pattern day trade rule, so you can show up for very small amounts of money and yet be able to make as many day trades as you want. So for those of you in the stock market and options market, I know that would mean a lot to you. And then also the market is open essentially around the clock. So if you have a busy schedule, there's always time to find some sort of opportunity to trade. And on that note, I've already starting up green a little bit because I made these trades, quote unquote, last night as of this video here. So like I said, sometimes you'll get some really good movement, and when things are open around the clock, it does open up a whole lot of opportunity. And then the second thing is I am trading futures through a prop firm. What is a prop firm? How does a prop firm work? Which prop firm am I using? You can learn all about that at the link you see at the top of the screen. But in a nutshell, prop firm is a way for you to put very little of your capital at risk, and then you have a whole lot of upside potential. So that sounds like something that could be of value. Then definitely check out that link. So I'll pause the screen recording software for now, and I'll be back as soon as I find a potential trade. Speaking of a trade, looking for potentially a short here. Well, I only got one. So partial fill. And I was going for 5. I only got one contract, so. All right, well, I'll go back to the drawing board on that one. Maybe try again. It wants to pop back up to that orange line. So we'll see what happens. I will pause, but yeah, it wasn't a break-even trade, very modest, but yeah, that was the partial fill. I wanted to short 5 contracts, but I only got one. All right, I'll pause. All right, gonna go ahead and try for a short here, as it looks like this move has officially been rejected and is starting to come back down. Put out a couple of targets there. Again, I have 5 contracts, just taking out a couple. I don't know if I could get filled. There we go, there's one filled. All right, I don't like how that one's putzing around like that. Still may go, but yeah, just the way it was not kind of remaining smooth on the breakdown has me a bit worried that maybe I was a little wrong in the sense of, all right, that is a good, the final rejection, and it's going to keep coming down. So again, it still may come down. My timing was just off, but yeah, this is not the action that I was suspecting. So still hopped out with profit on it. But like I said, yeah. And as right now, looking like I was correct in the sense of to get out. So I was looking like I was right in the sense to get out, but wrong in the sense of that this would want to, continue to come down. Again, to be fair, it still may do that, but it was not operating the way I thought it would have at that point. So the thing is, I can always hop back in. So I'll pause. All right, gonna potentially try to play a bounce here off of purple line, or just wait for this thing to make a move back up. Comes down a bit more. Being too picky here. There we go. In for my opening allotment. There we go. Out for a little scalp there. Let's try again here. It wants to come back down. And these are 2 separate contracts. This is me trading gold, and then this is me basically trading, for simplicity's sake, the Nasdaq. Let's go check on gold. Not a whole lot going on right now. We'll come back to the Nasdaq. And Yeah. Oh, coming back down. Let's see, maybe we can get another opportunity here. At this point, more so interested down around the 400 mark right there. So we'll see if it can make its way down there. So I will pause for now. All right, got the breakout here. A bit of a pullback. Just a question of, do I think it can return to highs? I'm going to wait for this next candle to start to form, and that'll form in about 5 seconds. This is the 2-minute time frame, meaning if you're a beginner, each one of these candlesticks moves around for 2 minutes and then a new one starts. So there we go. There's the next. So I'm going to try to play a pullback right there. Just small little pullback and then see if it wants to continue on with the current momentum. And this point, let's go down there. I do like that entry point better for a pullback. All right, I'll pause. All right, well, never mind. No pullback. It just continued to go straight up, so I'll cancel that out. Now we're at the highs right there. Potentially opportunity to get short around here, and I am short. Just starting small. Okay, small scalp there. I can always start over again. My next entry up there. Try to fade this thing. It's got to come up there though first. Again, just starting small, so if I'm correct right from the get-go, yeah, I'm not going to make a whole lot because I had small size. But on the flip side, if I'm not precise in my entry, that's okay. I'm giving myself plenty of flexibility. All right, I will pause. All right, I'm going to try a fake breakout scalp here. Assuming it wants to come down, maybe this is not a fake breakout, but that's why I want to see if it first wants to come down. Never mind at this point. I thought it'd be a little bit more jumpy. There was just a report that came out, so that's what had me thinking maybe it stayed jumpier for longer. But yeah, you can see here it's not. It seems to kind of just gone back to how it was already trading. So all right, on that one, never mind. All right, watching gold here. Might try a long down around this area here if it wants to come back down. And yeah, you can see here it's just pretty much gone right back to its normal amount of quote-unquote jumpiness. All right, I'll pause. All right, thinking of a potential short right here with the rejection off the overnight high. No, just not budging back down. All right, I think I'm starting to get, yeah, in hindsight, these trades, even if that one works out, I think I'm getting a little bit of just antsiness here. Knowing that I'm making a video for YouTube, yeah, that adds in. Well, still, that was still a forced trade. Yeah, it worked out. It actually really worked out nicely, but that's still, I think that was more so the let's just get some trades on for the YouTube video voice, which can be a very dangerous voice. These upper shadows representing some selling pressure in there, but I'm not sure I'm totally convinced by it. So I would take this. Get a bounce here off of the 21 EMA. You're only willing to buy though if it comes up to that green line. Go, I'm in. Blue line is my entry. I'm going to trust this upwards move here, so add in some more right there. That's why I like to start small, give myself flexibility. Oh, the price is teasing me. It gets right up by that blue line, then goes back down. Ooh, just like that again. Trying to be patient. And wow, this one is testing the patience for sure. Do we want to bounce? Come on. Get some more. Like that purple line as another area to potentially add some more. Put it down there because I don't want to miss a spike where it hits me or hits that area, then bounces straight back up. So I better get my order out there right now. And blue line is my average. Come on, get up through there. Go, 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 go. I'll take that right there. Very good. Like I said, when you give yourself flexibility, you can keep the odds done right, very much so in your favor. But yes, those are ones where if you are ultimately wrong, they sting. They sting. But like I said, when done right, more times than not, you certainly have an edge. But remember, the flip side to all this is if after your first entry, you absolutely nail it and you're right and it goes immediately in your favor, then yeah, your gains aren't going to be what you want them to be. You're going to be saying, oh, why didn't I just go bigger size? But again, in that situation, I'm certainly glad I did not go bigger size. It gave myself plenty of flexibility. Everything worked out just fine. So always, the market is filled with pros and cons, but that was, buying that pullback required some patience. Maybe that'll be the video. Pullback patience. Maybe that's what I'll tell it. All right, let's see what else I can find. I'm just going to call it good. Overall, fine. I'm happy with it. Not the cleanest of mornings in trading, but nothing to scoff at either. So I'm going to go ahead and just call it good. Before I go, though, I do want to personally invite you to get signed up for this free live online webinar that I'm offering. So if you are a beginner trader, struggling trader, then I'm very confident that this class can give you some things to consider and think about. If you're a battle-hardened veteran with a rock-solid strategy, you are invited to attend. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not quite sure you're going to necessarily get anything from it. But yes, my confidence level is very high in the category of struggling trader or beginner trader. So definitely get signed up for it. Go to claytrader.com/live or just check out the link in the description area to learn when the next live class is. So go get signed up and hopefully we'll see you there. So thanks for watching. Take care. As always, make sure you hit that like button. And as an FYI, I am live streaming Monday through Friday every day starting at 11 a.m. So come by and swing by and check out the live stream. Everybody take care. Have a good one.